I fail to see the point in watching that house night after night. It's a house. It's not gonna up and leave.
There's something odd about it. I'm sure there's... Look.
Yes, Kian, people are leaving. Which also happened last night, and the night before. It means nothing.
Or it is connected to the tower, and if we keep watching, we'll learn more about the tubes. You're probably right. Maybe it's wishful thinking. Another dead end.
I saw you visiting Naane's cell this morning. Why?
I brought her food, that's all.
Forgive me if I don't trust you with her.
I was the apostle. She was an informant. I don't see how this is relevant now.
There was nothing going on between the two of you.
Going on? Liko, I can assure you I have no interest in Naane. Or in any woman. Not in that way.
How do you deal with it?
Deal with what?
With who you are, what you are, how you feel about, you know.
You Dolazadi. You see how men and women are divided in our society, and you condemn us for something you do not understand.
What I meant to...
I know. There are assist and for some. For the rest, our society, you only. We have our we have. I don't know.
We're alike.
In what way?
In pain and blood. What we do isn't pretty, but it must be done to keep others safe. And we are the only...
Once I...
As it... Shh.
What are you...
Bip! What in Shadow's name are you doing here?
Nothing. Oh, right. I have a message. It's from Ulvik. He says, come to the bar immediately. There's been developments. I don't know what developments is, but Ulvik's face was frowny, so it's probably important.
Let's not keep Ulvik waiting.
I'll run ahead. The two of us together will attract more attention.
You see that gentleman sitting over there? Don't look, you simpletons. Balance. You lot don't know much about subterfuge, do you? That man's an Azadi mechanic. He drinks here most nights, but I didn't know that part until I overheard him speaking to his friend earlier about the pipes. Seems that with the pipe network up and running, there's a lot of tinkering to be done. Our man over there carries a tool to open maintenance hatches.
If we can get inside a hatch...
So we slit his throat and dump him in the bay.
Not in my bar, you won't.
If they find out we've taken his tools, the information could turn out to be useless. No. We need to...
Borrow his tools, open one of those pipes to have a look-see, and put the tools back before he notices. And that was probably what you were going to say when I interrupted you. Sorry. I'm actually surprised you're not agreeing with Liko, seeing how much you enjoy killing people.
If you can do it without him noticing, I won't stop you. But if the Azadi ever suspect that I'm collaborating with the...
That will not happen. What do you suggest, Kian?
Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision. The others look to me for leadership now. It's important that I take charge and make the decisions. Ulvik brought the... We split up. We all look for a solution and reconvene here later.
That sounds better than what usually happens. You lot bickering and fighting over every little
We can't take too long. That man won't stay here forever.
He's on his second drink. He usually doesn't leave until he's had at least 3. And I can offer a few on the house to make him stay longer.
It's decided then. We'll meet again here later this evening.
Winner buys a round for everyone.
You wouldn't believe the
I'll
amount
just
of work
grab it and
that's
run.
required to keep,
Keep
the
running
network
until the city and all of
smoothly.
this is behind
Oh,
me.
the engineering's good, but the assembly...
Have you found anything yet?
Military men
I'm working on it.
Enno and Nico are still out, look.
requires fine skill, not brute force. See, if the connection between the pipes are off...
They've put up ornaments all over town for the Festival of Reaping. Harvest season is important in the Northlands. This pipe has a hinged panel in it, but I'll need a tool to open it.
You're the only one not out there looking for a solution, Kia.
This pipe has a hinged panel in it, but I'll need a tool. That's probably a maintenance hatch, but it's locked. It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing.
Who's there?
Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night. You can pass, but you need to answer questions.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
A pumpkin. An odd vegetable, native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir. What was that herb the mole spoke of? Evensong. This must be it. It's an opiate. Consume enough and you fall asleep.
What exactly are you doing to that goat? Should I be jealous?
Jealous? Of whom? I don't understand what you're saying to me. Where have you been this past month?
Away. This goat, what's going on here?
It's rebel business.
Clearly. How's that working out for you?
I'm a tone.
Right.
I don't...
Well,
I'm doing what I can to help.
I heard you went all out on our vile little Azadi officer. Torture and execution. You're colder than I thought, Kian. It might have been better. And you... At least that explosive spell tore off a few limbs and heads.
What do you want?
Nothing. Nothing. I saw you. It's been a while. I wanted to say hello. Ah, I've missed this. The one-sided conversation. Goats?
We have a lead on the pipes.
Oh, that explains everything. I'll leave you to it then.
Maybe.
This is what I love about you, Kian. You're such a people person.
This is Evensong. It works on goats.
Well then, it should... One more ale on the house, Star.
What a lovely head. This one smells different. Malty, sweet. It's almost like the sugar ale from Southern as a Day. Now, this is a brew, Vic. It tastes like home, this does. It brings tears to my eyes. It is simply
Alvik is a
Don't
good
take
man.
too long out there.
I enjoy his company. He's true to his word. I trust him with my life and consider him a friend. That's one of the maintenance hatches from the mechanic's map. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too far. There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube.
There's official Azadi. Go on now.
Stacks of hay to represent... I believe they burn those on Reap Moon's Eve to celebrate the harvest, and to appease the Wicker Witch, the Yaga. I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, and it's swift. Pipe sections. Surplus or spare parts, I imagine. A metal ball? That's what's flying through these pipes? Where did the orb come from? I should investigate where this pipe leads, hopefully to some answers. The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition. I need to find a way into that building tonight.
Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other day?
I don't think so.
Or one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Light, what a bloody mess. And it was us. It's, well...
Hey.
Kian! So we meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess. It's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you.
I'm too busy. Grown-up business.
It's a free city.
I don't think the...
Still, not moving. When are you going to do any fighting? I haven't seen any fighting for weeks.
Yams. A few weeks ago, I'd never tasted yams. Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding yam aficionado. How can you not want yams? You vermin are truly beyond all hope of redemption.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you? I thought being a rebel was supposed to be more exciting than this. I mean, rats? Really?
It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten. They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
Oh, so close! Well, not really. I'm sure the Magicals would appreciate all your hard work running after rats. I know I do. This is more fun than throwing pebbles at Azadi guards.
There's food left on the table.
You're not very good at catching rats, are you? You got it! I really didn't think you would. I'm impressed. Well...
Next, you go.
I have no...
Good.
Please, I'm sleepy and...
And don't...
Shadow, what was that noise? What's going on? Light. Not this again.
Anu told me some believe the wreaths protect homes from Yaga, the Wicker Witch. You put a wreath on your door to show that you've made proper offerings.
What was that sound? It was a squishy sound, sort of like...
You've got to be kidding me. Not again.
I guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
He's one of the people. He has the posture and dress of an academic, but he doesn't look like any... I wonder what'll happen. Oh. I don't know what these are. I wonder what'll happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh. I wonder what'll happen when I push one of these... Oh.
You're not supposed to be here. Please leave or...
One sound.
You're from Azadir. You're the Apostle. Apostle Elvane. You're famous.
Maybe once.
Might.
Your name.
Firdaus.
I don't know what that means. What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What?
The engine that... you know, it's what all the pipes are connected to. Didn't they tell you anything when you were... you know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team...
I understood.
You can't... That's like...
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are two things that count in your favor.
So what does this calculating engine do?
I'm really not supposed to. Right. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers. Big numbers. And it does things with those numbers. Have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
Why are you tracking stars?
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. We're tracking dreams.
Dreams?
Dreams are very complex, which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword?
Yes, fine. Those pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university?
Well, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking, and report back to us. Now, this allows us to write ever more complex messages, until finally we have the code we need. The ultimate message, that one, we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the pipe network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is...
Why are you doing it?
I don't quite know. Because we can? Because no one else can? Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions. I'm the man in the middle.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Saya, I would imagine. This is above my pay grade.
Above your...
I was hired to write and the usual... Because...
Meta...
And when the world...
What did...
The
So...
Are...
You believe...
There's...
There be... To you... No.
But they...
So...
I didn't...
There are...
They
Do you...
It's...
Protect...
Will be... That's for the... and please...
I'm not...
Kian. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Where are your men?
Right outside. They can be here in sec. You, engineer, what's your name?
I threatened him. He played no part in this.
Firdaus, you...
I beg your pardon?
You promised they'd be safe.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Go, Firdaus. This is not about you. Just remember what I told you. You're not doing the work of the goddess here.
Were you doing the work of the goddess when you murdered Dardonial?
How did you know that I... He exploit...
After. And you did... You've shamed...
You should be looking...
Right... I should have... Commander Vamon and...
Because I'm a danger.
You betrayed us. You joined the enemy.
To stop Saya and Vermont, not to fight our people. Not to fight you. They are
You should... When I was... One, and I can't use the court when I...
asks...
You lied. You lied to us. You told us they would not be harmed. You told us they'd be safe. There were children!
Get off me, you idiot!
Go! Go, Keon! Make them pay for this!
Stop that! Get off me! I'll have you beheaded for this.
Shadow, damn you, man! Leave this place, now!
Yes?
Mother. It's the General. He asks to speak with you.
Send him in, child. Hami, is anything the matter?
It's Kian. He's alive.
Oh! Goddess. Goddess be praised. How do you know this?
He broke into the engine room down on City Green.
Light. What was he doing there?
Speaking with one of the... Kian said...
But...
It is as I suspected. We have been lied to by Vamon and the emissary.
For what reason?
That I don't know.
I agree. We don't know how firm... What about Kian? Was he, How did he look to you?
He looked strong.
He must have his reasons for doing what he's doing.
Perhaps, but that's what he's doing. I gave him the honorable choice to turn himself in and face righteous judgment. But he fled, like a coward, when the engineer attacked.
Attacked?
I don't blame the man. Kian poisoned his mind with baseless lies. My men detained him, and I placed him somewhere safe, somewhere he can't tell anyone what he saw and heard. Out of Vamon's reach. We, much as...
Let's...
Kian, thank the balance you're back. Bip's been...
They've taken him.
Taken.
Light. Are you sure it's Bip? I knew this would happen.
The cloud ship just unmoored and is already heading for Gien. It's too late.
Then we must follow.
And abandon your mission here?
Is it because he's a magical that he's not worth the trouble?
You're such an angry, angry man. Do you really want Kian to leave Makiria and risk his life to save one boy? I thought so.
See? This is what happens when we murder Azadi soldiers just for the hell of it.
That has...
I know why. And I know what the pipes are for.
What?
Really? Are you serious?
I'll explain later. Right now, we need to rescue the boy.
Well, you're not going after him.
That's not your decision to make, Anna.
Can we really afford to lose more people? I mean, we've lost so many.
She should be dead.
Does your language...
Not that I'm a...
I need to think about this. We can't stay here. The Azadi are hunting me. The General knows I'm alive.
Honey, how did that happen?
Curry favors.
Stop it, both. Let's get out of here before all...
This isn't...
Oh,